Hey, Retro community. Hope everyone's staying safe and everyone's okay. I'm gonna do a little mini. It's gonna be episode 2 of the KozTech minis, and we're gonna go over this thing. It's a 369 in 1 Game Boy Advance cartridge. Basically, it's got a bunch of games on it instead of having to swap cartridges, and it's got a claim that it doesn't repeat. We'll see about that. So let's fire up my Game Boy Advance, which probably hasn't been turned on in God knows how long. But it should still work, so. It's kind of a tight fit, but it's okay, I suppose. Now, it doesn't have a backlight on it, so I apologize, and there's not going to be much I can do about that. So you see it's got your standard games, Pokemon, Mario Advance, a few other games, and then we get into these here. So let's try something really simple here. The first game I owned on the GBA. Seems to work. Sorry for the smudges on the screen. So yeah, so that works. So can we... I guess we got to turn it off to get into another game. Let's try... Ooh, Double Dragon 4. I didn't know they had that. Oh, this is just a Nintendo game. So this is running Pocket NES. It's a Nintendo emulator for the Game Boy Advance. Got various options in here. Yeah, I don't know about that. And if you exit, it does this. What is this? Soccer. I wanted to exit. So if you try to exit, apparently it just... Alright, let's do this. What else we got on here? Let's try another Game Boy Advance game that I know it's a Game Boy Advance game. Game Boy Player. That's interesting. This must be using BIOS from a Game Boy Player. Okay, so at least some of the Game Boy Advance games are legit. Let's see if this works on a DS. So the cartridge fit much more easily in here than it did the Game Boy Advance. Not sure if it just started to wear out a little, but let's go ahead and see if it works on here. Seems to. This one did not show the Game Boy Player BIOS screen, so... But otherwise seems to work, so... So, yeah, a little misleading in terms of 369 in 1. Technically, there are 369 games on here, but, you know, most of them are NES games. There's maybe 20 or so Game Boy Advance games, which I guess you're still getting your money's worth considering these things are like, what, 10 bucks a piece or something like that. But the legality of it is where, you know, you're going to have a problem because there's no way they have the rights to any of these games at all. It would have been too expensive for them, especially for the amount of money they're selling these things for. Plus, you know, who knows how long this is going to work for? Is it good quality? Is it going to break, you know, after a few tries? Is it going to damage your system? It's hard to say. I am going to pick up a few other of these types of things for other systems just so we can test them out and see what they're like. But honestly, if you want some sort of multi-cart to kind of preserve your games so that they don't wear out or so you don't have to take them off your shelf or anything like that, just get something like an EverDrive or equivalent. There are other multi-carts out there that are going to be better than this. So If you liked today's video, go ahead, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. And I'll catch y'all later.